Hey, my magical friends. Welcome to another Witchful Ways podcast episode. I am Annika, offering you insight, guidance, tools to live a magical life every single day. Hey, my magical friends. Welcome to another Witchful Ways podcast episode. This is Annika offering you the insight, guidance, tools to allow you to live a magical life every single day. So today is January 11th of 2024. This makes it a triple one day, right? Which is a very powerful, if you lean into that belief, right? It's a very powerful day for manifesting. It's Happy Manifesting Day. So making sure that you are taking the time to understand your steps to manifesting, right? So it's not about, let's talk about manifesting in 2024 for just a minute or a few minutes for this episode. Okay. So when we talk about manifesting, we are talking about bringing things out of the ethers, right? Out of thought and bringing it into physical. Everything that ever is, was, has been, or will be has started from the seed of a thought. Right? So this is what we often call manifesting. Some of us call it law of attraction or working with the law of attraction, right? With manifesting being the term that we use where we have finally brought into our reality what it is that we have been working towards bringing into reality from our magical and creativeness and actions, right? So when we think about manifesting, we have to understand that it's not just wishing and wanting, right? Manifesting is way more. There's more of a process to it than just creating a vision board on January 1st and sticking it on your wall and saying affirmations every day for it. Affirmations are great. Affirmations are part of the process. But that's not all you need to do. You actually need to run through more physical aspects to be able to create your reality. So, for example, if somebody is looking at thinking, I want to make this, great candy bar, or whatever it is, then they're going to need to research they're going to take action in the physical realm to do the physical work, right? They're going to have to research their ingredients. They're going to have to taste test things. They're going to have to do some practice batches, right? All of these things until finally everything comes together just right and it becomes exactly what you had envisioned in your mind, exactly what you have brought into physical. And I often use the analogy of baking a cake, right? There's all these different individual ingredients, but they're only ingredients and they only have their own purpose. But when you blend them together, you mix them together, right? In just the right way and bake them at just the right temperature for just the right amount of time, you get this wonderfully delicious, scrumptious, exactly the way that you wanted it to come out cake. And it's the same thing with no matter what it is that you're manifesting. When you're talking about manifesting greatness in your life and manifesting abundance in your life and manifesting, this what you've always wanted your life to be, you have to start with your ingredients. And once you know what are the things that are going to be part of my final product, right? So you have to understand that part of it first. And then you get to dive even deeper and go, okay, how do I put these things together? In what order do I do things? How does universe have to make sure that this domino is put up before this domino, so when they fall, they all fall in perfect timing and divine function and universal flow so that what it is that I want it to be comes about. So we have to make sure that we're taking those steps because then that, of course, is the action, right? When you're mixing those ingredients. So now you've done the work, you've done the research, you understand what it is that you actually want to be able to put into this outcome, right? If you're manifesting a new home for yourself, what are the ingredients of that house? What do you want that house to have? What flavor is it, if you will, right? Maybe it's 3 bedrooms. Maybe it's a 2-car garage. Maybe it's on a cul-de-sac. Maybe it's near a school, whatever it is, right? You have to know the ingredients that you're going to be using to create whatever it is that your end result is going to be. And then you have to actually understand that you have to mix things together. And by mixing things together, you also have to mix that's using your physical tasks. What do you need to be doing to blend these things together, right? To make things happen, if that makes sense. Hopefully that's a good analogy for you. So the action part, the baking part of it, if you will, is that you have to be doing the legwork. You're not just going to all of a sudden have somebody call you up and say, hey, we've got this great house that we think you're going to love. It's 3 bedrooms, 2-car garage. It's on a cul-de-sac and it's near school. Why don't you come look at it? That's not how it works, right? You have to be the one that takes the initiative. You have to be the one that actually moves you forward into bringing about what it is that you want. And how do you do that? By taking that physical action. In this case, in this scenario, it would be making sure that you're on Zillow, or making sure that you're looking at, the MLS listings, or going to schedule open houses, right, on the weekends, whatever it is. Because you and I both know that sometimes what it is that we are baking, the universe puts a little extra flair on it because we didn't realize how synergistically ingredients work together. And universe says, oh, this and this together creates this, which is a little bit different than what you expected. But sometimes it's so much better. Most times it's so much better. Right? So there's an action, there's a process though. So that's kind of going over basics of manifesting. Okay, we understand that. I think the majority of us understand what the term manifesting is, or we have our own idea of what it is, right? It's bringing about into our reality the things that we desire, want, and need. We have to take physical action to do that. So if you've gone to witchfulways.com and you see that there is the Manifesting with Magic course, this is exactly what I go over in there. And these are using magic as a M-A.G.I.C.K, right? There's the different things that you need to be doing in the physical aspects to be able to bring about the things that you want. So it's not just wishing and wanting. Even though we are in an amazing, the 2024 year is an 8 year, right? The numbers add up to 8. And then if you bring in 111, it still adds up to 8, right? So that's why this makes it an amazing, and we're on the new moon. So this makes it like the triple whammy of being able to manifest what it is that you desire, to really get a jump start, to really use the universal energies to be able to put it all together and start baking your damn cake. Not wishing and wanting. Not creating another vision board, not writing it down 55 times. Like that doesn't bring you into the action portion. Writing it 55 times, for an example, it could be 300 times. I don't know. Writing it down over and over and over again, it only brings you back to that feeling, right? And of course, we know that that's a part of it. But it doesn't take you into the actual action. Like the first part of manifesting with magic is movement. That's the M, movement. Right? You have to be doing things to bring up your energy, to be able to bring yourself in alignment with the frequency of what it is that you want. That movement may be just moving yourself physically, but oftentimes it's about moving in the physical realm of what is it that you need to be doing to actually make forward progress. Right? Going out and looking at the open houses. Looking through the, for sale, houses for sale ads in the example that we're using. So again, I urge everyone always to take that time to look inward on the new moon, because we are again on a new moon phase. This is a time of rest, a time of contemplation, a time of looking inward, a time of looking at what do I need to tweak? What did not happen in the last cycle? Because the new moon actually is the start of the cycle. So what happened in the last lunar cycle that I liked, that I got, that I didn't get, that totally was not what I was wanting or expecting, but showed up? And how did that happen? This is the time to be doing that. And then this is also the time to be planting the new seed. And say, okay, this is what I want to manifest. This is what I'm working on. This is the part of the physical aspect that I'm working on over the next cycle, or maybe it's over the next week or 3 days or whatever it is, right? But we have to pinpoint that so that we understand what we're doing, because the A in magic is action. Manifesting with magic, right? We have movement, and the next one is being able to actually take action to align yourself with what it is that you're bringing into your future. We're creating it every day. So we might as well do it intentionally, because that makes life a whole lot easier and a whole lot happier and a whole lot more bearable for some of us, right? So again, I urge you to be able to take the moment to sit back, the bubble bath, the foot soak, the drinking a nice cup of tea, whatever it is. We have got supposedly in my area a snowstorm coming in. Y'all know how much I love the snow. So we have that coming in, right? So this is going to be a really powerful energy today, tomorrow, right? Like get into it, use it. Know that there's a process to manifesting. Everybody does it a little bit differently, right? Because everybody is made in their own way, has their own belief system. How you manifest is going to be different how I manifest. But there's still that process. There's a universal energy flow. And if you stay within that energy flow, and again, you can do it easily, check out that, Manifesting with Magic course. You can do that easily. Stay in alignment, stay in that frequency. Find yourself an amazing piece of music that just brings you tranquility and bliss. And listen to it. Just to keep yourself with that intention that when you do, it brings you into the vibration of manifesting frequency. Do it. Okay. I hope that you take advantage of this amazing energy. I, as always, wish you new moon blessings and blessings every day and in all ways. Have a wonderfully magical rest of your day. And with that, thank you for joining me again for another podcast episode. Be sure that you head over to witchfulways.com so that you can check out that free resources page and get your hands on all the witchy goodness that's over there. Lots of guides and mini courses that are available to you free. And you can also check out all the other witchy offerings I have going on. Have a wonderfully magical rest of your day. Until next time.